Good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Balboa Park. Just a couple of quick messages. We have the school and the park children here with us today. They are going to be accessing the web, as will our kiosks to the side. But in order to kick off today, I'd like to introduce Deborah Klochko. Deborah is both the chair of the Balboa Park Cultural Partnership, and she's also the executive director of the Museum of Photographic Arts here in Balboa Park. Deborah Klochko. Would you like us to come on stage?
Thank you, Peter. First of all, I'm proud to be here representing the Balboa Park Cultural Partners, which is a collective voice of 28 cultural organizations in Balboa Park. And Peter already pointed out our students who are embracing the internet here, but please welcome them, and School in the Park, which is a very important program for us. So thank you guys. And thank you for being here this afternoon. We're here today to announce and celebrate an amazing gift that has been made to Balboa Park. Over the last 3 years, the James Irvine Foundation has been very supportive of the Balboa Park Cultural Partnership, providing a series of grants that have served to increase collaboration and develop important programs like the Balboa Park Explorer. Today, I'm thrilled to announce that the James Irvine Foundation has awarded a $1 million grant to Balboa Park Cultural Partners in partnership with Balboa Park Conservancy and the Balboa Park Online Collaborative. This exceptional grant will provide new layers of access to information and educational opportunities, expanded Wi-Fi, new trail apps, guest experience improvements, online training programs, and so much more that is part of elevating Balboa Park for 2015 and beyond. First of all, $1 million. I think that's pretty extraordinary. And I'd like to recognize and thank Paula Cordero. Is she here? Paula. She's Dean of the School of Leadership and Education Services at the University of San Diego and board member for the James Irvine Foundation, who's here today as we're announcing this fabulous award. So thanks to the Irvine Foundation support and their belief in this important program. Thank you, Paula. Today's gift really highlights what's so important about our collaborative efforts. We're pleased to be working so closely with the Conservancy and Balboa Park Online Collaborative. Together, we are delivering this significant, important, and exciting improvement to Balboa Park. So it's all coming together. Just a couple of weeks ago, Mayor Faulconer and Council President Todd Gloria were able to join us and visit the construction that's underway in the Japanese Friendship Garden, and to recognize other capital improvements at the Museum of Photographic Arts, San Diego Railroad Museum, and just a few of the upgrades that are going on in the park. And next month, we're going to be announcing the California Towers reopening its doors in the tower to the public for the first time in 80 years. So thank you for being here, and it's now my pleasure to introduce our mayor, Mayor Faulconer.
Go up together, Todd. Come on up. Come on up, Todd.
Well, good morning, and thank you all for being here today. This is a fantastic and wonderful announcement, not only for Balboa Park, but for our entire city. And I'm honored to be here to accept this $1 million grant on behalf of Balboa Park and all San Diegans. I want to particularly thank the James Irvine Foundation for its generosity and its commitment to the future of this great park. Paula, thank you for being here. I also want to acknowledge the work being done by the Balboa Park Cultural Partnership. Deborah's here. The Balboa Park Conservancy. Thank you, Carol, and others that are here. And the Balboa Park Online Collaborative. Nick, to make 2015 a year to remember. Earlier this year, our City Council President and I announced the 2015 Centennial would elevate, celebrate, and promote Balboa Park for 2015 and beyond. Today's investment from the James Irvine Foundation will serve to elevate the park with significant technology upgrades. We also said it was going to be an inclusive and community-driven year-long event. And that we would be looking for civic partners to help with various aspects of the upcoming Centennial. Well, the James Irvine Foundation is one of those civic partners, and they have stepped up in a very big way, which is what we're here to celebrate today. The $1 million that they've donated will be used by our existing Balboa Park organizations to make several improvements. It's going to double the Wi-Fi coverage in Balboa Park, making it one of the largest and fastest free public Wi-Fi spots on the entire West Coast. It's also going to support new initiatives, from interactive kiosks to smartphone apps, to enhance the visitor experience in Balboa Park. You can see what we're talking about on both sides of us here today. There's a lot of momentum. There's a lot of great momentum that's building for a fantastic 2015 Centennial, thanks to generous contributions like this from the Irvine Foundation. This grant will improvements to elevate Balboa Park, and it really will help to create more opportunities for all of our visitors, for our families, and for our neighbors to help ensure that this park remains the crown jewel that it is for the next 100 years. Now I'd like to introduce my partner in this effort, who's been doing a remarkable job, always representing Balboa Park, and who's going to help us kick in this 2015 Centennial, our City Council President, Todd Gloria.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good afternoon, everyone. It is always a wonderful day in our beautiful Balboa Park. And as the council member who is so fortunate to have this civic crown jewel included in my council district, it gives me incredible pleasure to be able to announce another important improvement here in Balboa Park. As the mayor mentioned, we're doing a number of things in the park to try and get us prepared for the 2015 Centennial celebration, polishing the crown jewel that all of us know and love. And this is yet another chapter in that story. Now, Balboa Park has always been, throughout its history, a place where we connect with one another and where we often reconnect with ourselves. And because of the generosity of the Irvine Foundation, it will also be a place where anyone with a wireless device can connect to free Wi-Fi service throughout the expanded area of our park. Last August, we were pleased to announce the expansion of the park's Wi-Fi network in the area around the Spreckles Oregon Pavilion. And today, as the mayor noted, we are pleased to announce an even bigger expansion, which will double the amount of coverage currently available throughout Balboa Park, filling in many of the gaps that we have in the current system with our existing Wi-Fi capabilities. Like others have said, I want to especially thank the James Irvine Foundation for their very generous donation to the park to help enable these improvements, along with the installation of these interactive kiosks and other technological improvements. I also want to acknowledge the Balboa Park Online Collaborative, which has been working to maximize the use of technology to enhance the visitor experience here in the park. As someone who lives on his wireless device, I'm thrilled to know that I soon will be able to use them uninterrupted as I move about all of my favorite places in Balboa Park. And I think that this visual right here, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, you should see the art that they're creating. It's pretty fantastic. It's probably going to go here in the Art Museum shortly. But all of these young people who are members of our community, this is making they've grown up on wireless devices, and this will make the park more relevant to them, allow us to introduce another generation to the wonder and the beauty of Balboa Park. These permanently expanded Wi-Fi spots will not only benefit people like myself and these young people, but it will create opportunities to make the park and its cultural institutions more relevant to the people who visit the park through the Balboa Park's events, institutions, and attractions. The cultural organizations will more effectively engage visitors using mobile tools such as smartphone apps, social media sites, and interactive games. They will provide visitors with instant free access to online information about attractions, programming, and amenities. The more people know about the incredible things we have here in the park, the better we all are. Finally, I want to note that the role of the Balboa Park Conservancy, which has been participating in the funding of our wireless capability here in the park, as well as their vision, as the mayor mentioned, to elevate and sustain Balboa Park's status as one of the great urban parks in this world. The Wi-Fi project is a type of collaborative effort that we envisioned when the Conservancy was created, and I expect to see many, many more instances when the Conservancy is able to harness philanthropic resources to help improve the park overall. And now it's my pleasure to introduce the woman that's helping to lead that effort, along with a number of other incredible citizens who are stepping up to support their park, alongside our city employees, many of whom are here today. And guys, thank you for what you do, Park and Rec Department. But it's my pleasure to introduce the Balboa Park Conservancy Board President, Carol Chang. Carol?
Thank you. Balboa Park welcome and good morning. Balboa Park greeted the world at the 1915 Panama, California Exposition, allowing people to experience exhibits reflecting the world's progress at that time. Today, with our colleagues from the Online Collaborative and the Cultural Partnership, the Conservancy is so pleased to receive this generous gift that will allow Balboa Park guests the opportunity to experience the world's diversity in the 21st century and in that fashion. Specifically, as you've heard, these funds will be used to provide an enhanced experience for our visitors through a significantly broadened Wi-Fi service, allowing people to Skype or FaceTime their family and friends back home, to create tours of Balboa Park based on their own personal interests, and to truly share the excitement of Balboa Park's 100th anniversary. Adding richness to this gift is the demonstration of partnership among these three lead organizations, the Conservancy, the Online Collaborative, and the Cultural Partnership, in identifying these projects and securing the funding for them. We add to everyone else's comments our sincere thank you to the Irvine Foundation for their long time and continuing support of the park and helping us to enrich it in the years to come. We view this as a fantastic model for collaborative support in and for Balboa Park, and we are just delighted to see 2015 come before us with the excitement that it's going to bring as a result of this. Thank you. Now I would really like to introduce our other partner, Nick Honeysett, and as the Executive Director of the Balboa Park Online Collaborative. Nick?
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Free Wi-Fi Wednesday. Actually, every day is free Wi-Fi in the park. I'd like to add my gratitude to the Irvine Foundation, the James Irvine Foundation, for this generous gift and really acknowledge their foresight and recognition of the crucial role that technology can play in the park for our visitors. This is the future. And we've had many discussions and dreams and ideas of how we're going to be able to serve our audiences using this, and now with this generous grant of a cool $1 million, we can actually realize that now. They say it takes a village to raise a Wi-Fi network, and that is certainly the case here. I'd like to thank my collaborators, Carol Chang, particularly Peter Comiskey, who did a lot of the heavy lifting in this process. And now with this grant, that heavy lifting is going to pass on to me, which I'm and my team are very excited about at BPOC. As you've probably noticed, we already do have Wi-Fi in the park. And I'd like to actually acknowledge some of the previous contributors who have contributed money to get us to where we are. And these have been names that you're familiar with: Owen Jacobs, Legla Bembao, the offices of Ron Roberts, Council President Todd Gloria, and the Mayor's office. And I'd also like to thank Park and Rec, who we all know are paid in sunsets and sunrises, for their uncanny ability to make sure you do not see those Wi-Fi access points. They're all pointing at us right now, and I challenge you to find out where they are. So with this grant, I'd like to, we are now tasked with painting the rest of the park. That's the technical term that we use. We're going to cover all the parking lots, Spanish Village, the International Cottages down the way here. We're going to go across Park Boulevard to Inspiration Point. We're going to hit the parking bays on the west side, on the other side of Cabrillo Bridge. Places where the visitors first land in the park and first make their decision and plan their day when they arrive here. Using the Wi-Fi as a foundation, as various folks have said, we're going to be building a suite of tools and services to really create a very engaging time for our visitors in the park, for everyone. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for coming. Please enjoy your visit in the park. Take advantage of the free Wi-Fi and the sun. And if you come across a dead zone, it'll be fixed momentarily. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to my fellow presenters and collaborators. Enjoy the day. Thank you.